Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Maria. If you're new here, I'm super excited to have you with us. And to all my regulars, you already know what's up. Today's video is going to be extra fun because we're talking about one of the most popular dog breeds in the world. That's right, we're diving into the life of the Beagle Puppy. Now, I get a lot of questions about what breed is best for families, for active people, or even first-time dog owners. And I have to say, Beagles always seem to pop up in those conversations. Why? Because they're not just cute. They're smart, playful, and full of personality. So if you're thinking about adding one of these little detectives to your home, buckle up. We're about to explore everything you need to know. So where did these adorable little sniffers come from? Beagles go way back. They've been around for hundreds of years and were primarily bred in England to help hunters track small game like rabbits and hares. Their whole deal was to follow a scent trail over long distances without losing focus, which, as you'll find out, is still a huge part of who they are today. Now, here's something cool. Beagles weren't always as small as they are now. Early versions were much larger, and over time, breeders worked to create a smaller, more agile version. They ended up becoming the perfect hunting dog, fast, determined, and with a nose that can literally track anything. These days, Beagles aren't just for hunting. In fact, they're some of the most popular pets around the world. They're also often used in airports or customs to sniff out illegal items or even contraband food. Imagine having a dog that's cute, fun, and has a career in law enforcement. Talk about a multitasker. All right, let's talk about what makes a beagle. Well, a beagle. These dogs are compact but sturdy. Beagles typically stand between 13 and 15 inches tall at the shoulder and weigh between 20 and 30 pounds, depending on whether you're looking at a pocket beagle or a full-sized one. They've got those short, sleek coats, which means they're not high maintenance in terms of grooming. More on that later. Their coat colors are super recognizable. The classic beagle look is the tricolor, a mix of black, white, and brown, often in a saddle pattern on their back. But they come in a variety of other color combinations too, like red and white, lemon, or even blue tick. Their ears are long and floppy, giving them a soft, approachable look that's hard to resist. And their tails? Always wagging, usually tipped with white, and perfectly designed for visibility when they're chasing something through tall grass. Practical and cute, these guys have it all. So Beagles are like the ultimate combo of sweetness and mischief. They're friendly to a fault. They love pretty much everyone they meet. If you have kids, a beagle will be their best friend, no doubt. They've got a gentle nature and are super patient, which is why they're a go-to breed for families. They're also really social with other dogs. So if you've already got a dog at home, a beagle would probably love the company. But, and here's where the mischief comes in, beagles can be a little, let's call it independent. Because of their strong sense of smell, they can get distracted easily. You know, you're out for a walk and suddenly your beagle's nose is glued to the ground and you're thinking, what is this dog sniffing? Well, that's their hunting instinct kicking in. Once they catch a scent, they might just follow it until they find what they're looking for, or until you pull them back to reality. Also, they're not huge fans of being left alone. If they get bored, they can get into some trouble, like chewing on furniture or finding their way into the garbage. So they definitely need a family or person who can keep them engaged and spend time with them. Beagles have energy for days. These guys need their daily exercise or they can get a little restless. A couple of walks, a good run around the yard, or even a fun game of fetch will keep them happy. They love to explore, so walks in new areas with different smells will be like a sensory paradise for them. Training a beagle can be an adventure. They're smart, don't get me wrong, but That independent streak means they might not always be the best listeners. You've got to make training fun for them, and positive reinforcement with treats is a must. Trust me, these pups are food motivated like you wouldn't believe. Be patient, stay consistent, and they'll eventually get the hang of things. Just don't be surprised if they try to outsmart you now and then. Now, let's talk about health. While beagles are generally pretty healthy dogs, there are a few things you should keep an eye out for. They can be prone to hip dysplasia, hypothyroidism, and epilepsy. These are genetic issues, so it's really important to get your beagle from a reputable breeder who tests for these problems. One thing you'll notice is that beagles love to eat. And I mean love. If you let them, they'll scarf down anything in sight, which means you've got to be careful with their diet. Overeating can lead to obesity, which brings its own set of health problems, like joint issues or diabetes. And those adorable floppy ears? Yeah, they can be a breeding ground for ear infections if you're not careful. Regular cleaning is key to keeping their ears healthy and infection-free. But overall, with the right care and regular vet visits, your beagle should live a long, happy life. These guys typically live 12 to 15 years. Grooming a beagle is pretty chill. Their short coat means you don't have to spend hours brushing them, but a quick brush a couple of times a week will keep them looking sharp and reduce shedding. Plus, it's a great way to bond with them. You'll also want to check their nails regularly and give them a trim when needed, especially if they're not wearing them down naturally. Oh, and don't forget to brush their teeth once in a while. It's easy to forget, but keeping their teeth healthy is a huge part of their overall well-being. Beagles are super versatile when it comes to the type of household they'll fit into. Families with kids? Perfect match. They're gentle and playful, so they'll become your kid's best buddy in no time. Couples or singles who love the outdoors? A beagle will be your adventure buddy. They've got plenty of energy and love exploring new places, so if you're active, they'll be right there with you. That said, beagles do need attention. So if you work long hours or travel a lot, it might not be the best fit unless you have a plan for keeping them entertained. Whether it's another dog, a dog walker, or a lot of puzzle toys, they'll need something to keep them busy. But with the right setup, beagles will thrive in all kinds of households. So there you have it. Beagle puppies, guys. They're cute, they're clever, and they've got a personality that'll keep you smiling every day. Sure, they've got a bit of a mischievous side, and yeah, they might follow their noses into trouble sometimes, but at the end of the day, their loyalty, energy, and love make up for it in spades. They're the kind of dog that brings a ton of joy to any household. Whether you're looking for a playful companion for your kids or a little partner in crime for your adventures. If you've been thinking about adding a Beagle puppy to your family, I say go for it. Just be ready for lots of cuddles, tons of playtime, and maybe a few nose-driven detours along the way. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want more tips, dog breed breakdowns, and puppy care advice, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you've got a beagle at home, let me know your favorite thing about them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, take care and give your pups an extra belly rub from me.